Good morning. Today we're going to do Module 2, Unit 1, Lesson 4. This is Session 3 of our closed read aloud of Stone Girl, Bone Girl. Today we are going to be learning about perseverance and what it means to become effective learners. We're also going to be answering questions about a character's response in the text Stone Girl, Bone Girl. So let's see what it means to work to become effective learners. So these three are habits of character. The first one is initiative. If you show initiative, that means you decide what needs to be done and you do it. And you may ask questions to help you learn. Collaboration means you work with other people nicely. You listen to other people's ideas and you help make better ideas by thinking with others. Perseverance means when something is hard, you keep trying. I challenge myself when something's hard. I keep trying and I ask for help if I need it. So, describe a time that you have shown perseverance when something was hard, but you kept doing it. Okay, maybe you finally learned how to ride a bike even after you fell off and you got hurt. Okay, that's showing perseverance. What about a time where you have shown initiative? Remember, initiative means you decide what needs to be done and you do it. Okay, let's look at our story, Stone Girl, Bone Girl again. Okay, let's look at pages 5 through 8 again. Okay, as I'm reading pages 5 through 8, I want you to be thinking about some challenges that Mary is facing. Okay, I'm just going to read a few pages. When they came to the place called Black Ven, Pepper reached into his pocket and, to Mary's surprise, took out his best steel hammer. He knelt beside a large rock of dried clay and began carefully tapping away. "What are you looking for?" asked Mary, dancing about on the sand. "Just be patient," laughed Pepper. He worked as carefully as if he were making a fine piece of furniture. Mary bent closer. There was something hidden there right inside the rock. At last Pepper pulled it free and handed the thing to Mary. "It's a treasure," she gasped. "It's what we call a little snake stone," smiled Pepper. "Just a curiosity. A present for you, Mary girl." It was the most beautiful thing Mary had ever seen. Back in the workshop, Pepper polished the snake stone and hung it on a string for Mary like a perfect necklace. That night Mary couldn't sleep. Her head swirled with thoughts like the twisting golden stone. "The cliffs are full of treasures," she whispered over and over again. From that day on, Mary spent every spare moment searching for the curiosities. She had sharp eyes and found them everywhere, in every shape and size. Tiny, shiny ones, marble ones as big as millstones, others straight as stone fingers or delicate like plants. Pepper taught her their strange, magical names: thunderbolts, fairies' hearts, crocodile's teeth, devil's toenails. He let Mary have her own special drawer in the workshop for her collection. But the other children laughed and teased when they saw Mary hunting near the cliffs. Someone made up a rhyme: "Stone girl, bone girl, out on your own, girl," until Mary ran crying to Pepper. That winter was the wettest and the stormiest the town had known. Great waves smashed the little houses and the cliffs became softer and more dangerous still, so Mary stayed away. The cold, damp air made Pepper feel ill. He looked old and tired, and sometimes he coughed so loudly that Mary felt afraid. Okay, so let's look at the challenges that Mary Anning faced. So just in the beginning of the story, one of the challenges was she wanted treasures in the cliffs. So her response to that was she spent every moment looking for curiosities. She developed a sharp eye, and she learned about their names and kept them in a drawer. So What habit of character did Mary Anning show when she responded to this challenge? She wanted the treasures in the cliff. What habit of character does that show? Okay, I think it showed initiative because she knew what she had to do and she did it. I think she also showed perseverance because she kept trying to find new things, even when it was hard with people making fun of her. Okay, and right here where it says she developed a sharp eye, do you know what that means? That means she's good at finding things. Okay, so I think she showed perseverance and she showed initiative. So let's get back to our retelling that we're working on. I can retell the beginning of Stone Girl, Bone Girl using important details about events and characters. Do you remember what it means to retell? Retell means that we are going to tell again. So today we're only going to retell the beginning. Okay, this is where we meet our characters, we learn the settings, and we hear about what might happen. Okay, we don't want to use too many details because then it takes away what the most important part of the story was. And we don't want it to be too short because then it wouldn't be telling what the most important things were about. So it needs to be just right. Okay, so we're going to retell the beginning. Let's look at these pictures to help us retell. Okay, sometimes looking at the illustrations can help us remember the most important parts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and retell by looking at the pictures. As a baby, Mary Anning was hit by lightning, but she lived. That is how her dad knew she was special. She and her dad were friends, and he would take her to the cliffs and tell stories of how dangerous they are. One day, her dad took her to the beach and found a curiosity. Mary loved it so much she couldn't stop thinking about it. She went all the time to search for her own curiosities, even though kids made fun of her. In the winter, Mary stayed inside because the cliffs were too dangerous and her dad was sick. Okay, so I used these 3 pictures to help retell. Okay, what did you notice that I included in my just right retelling? Okay, I used important events. I used just the important characters and I didn't use too much detail. Okay. So what you are going to do is you are going to go to your canvas and you are going to retell in your own words just the beginning of the story, just what we've read so far.